This week I'm playing again on the Sony PlayStation 1. You may have seen my bonus stream last Tuesday where I played Incredible Crisis, thanks to Tony. Well, today I'm playing a game from the same company, same developer, Polygon Magic. And it is called Slap Happy Rhythm Busters. What an odd formatting. Wow, okay. Yeah, so when I saw a summary of this game, it was described as being similar to Jet Set Radio, which is the correct thing to say to get me interested. Wow. I hope it's not trying too hard, but it looks pretty funny so far. Pretty cool. Basically the similarity is in it also being cel-shaded and being inspired by hip Tokyo fashion trends, etc. It also apparently has some sort of rhythm game component, which although Jet Set Radio didn't have that exactly, it was very musical in theme, and hopefully we see that in this game too. There's no inspiration either way, apparently. The two games were released around the same time, so it's more of them just being interesting or innovative in the same ways. Okay, Gibbon remembers this. He's seen this kind of thing before, or this intro before, but never actually played it, so yeah. This is weird. This is still going. But yeah, we're all going to be introduced to this today. And hopefully Tony shows up. He seemed interested before. Alright. Oh yeah, this game was only released in Japan, by the way. So that text does actually say Slap Happy Rhythm Busters, as you might expect. Yeah. Okay. Yes, so there's sort of two modes. There's a rhythm minigame mode thing that happens when you do special moves or something, and you can practice those in DJ practice. I guess I'll give that a go. We'll do that first. Huh? Oh, it's a Japanese game. You got to press circle if you want to select something, and X cancels something. That always trips me up. Okay, now here you can see all the different characters. About a little over half of them are unlocked from the start. But we don't actually get any pictures of them, so we don't really know who they are yet. So we'll go to another mode to get introduced to the characters first. Hello, Danger Mouse. Oh, cool. She's watching me on the big screen, but got chat on phone and there's a delay. Yeah, I got a delay too. I mean, you may not know, but every message you send, like, takes time to get to me. I don't know how long it is. It's been up to 18 seconds on a different Twitch stream I was on once. But anyway. Hi Tony. Yeah, I know you're at the Guardians of the Galaxy press event, but you're here now and you can see Polygon Magic's one of their other works. But without any further ado, we're going to try and beat arcade mode, because I will be able to unlock extra characters if I manage to beat arcade mode. So, if you know anything about Polygon Magic and their fighting game history, they had another game earlier. I will go into it more later, but these three characters are holdovers from a previous game, and this is a sort of pseudo sequel to, but everyone else is brand new. So let's just pick someone that looks interesting. Two characters at once, a team. I wonder how that will work. Let's go with the boring, like, first choice character. Yeah, these loading screens have comic things on them. They were in English, like they are in English. I haven't patched this ROM or anything. So that's how they were made with English text. I also noticed by looking at them that you can see most of the comic panels by themselves on HG 101's article about Slap Happy Rhythm Busters. I noticed that the comics are also laid out to be read from left to right, unlike most manga, which is read right to left. I wonder, Danger Mouse, I lent her some manga recently. I wonder if she's read it and had experience with that yet. So Yuri's pretty cool. She's doing a lot of butt attacks, like slamming me with her butt, and I just got hit with a special. I don't really know the buttons or how to pull off specials. Okay, so I hit L2 and that was an auto special thing, so I'll try that again. Nope, I don't have enough specials juice to do that. Oh, we ran out of time. Loser. Okay, so I assume, yep, it's like all fighting games. There's a like best of 3 system. Oh, here we go. This is the rhythm game component I was talking about. I didn't manage to hit many of those, so I don't think my attack was as good as it could have been. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Unexpected, but good, different. I had to hit the face buttons that corresponded to the position and the color of those icons as they were approaching the middle. Reminds me of a similar thing they did with the UFO game in Incredible Crisis, which I did actually finish on my own time in another emulator after that stream where I could only get halfway through it. So they did another thing like that there with, yeah, the UFO had different colored lights that corresponded to the face buttons, although you couldn't always rely on the position there. So I'm gonna get a choice of next fighter. Interesting. Let's go with the Cowboy Lady. Yeah, that is an odd way to do specials. It's different. You know, there's so many fighting games out there that when you see one that has a unique style like this or has mechanics like that that are different and stand out, it's really good. It's interesting. It makes the game worth playing and not just another, you know, Street Fighter clone or whatever. I noticed that Hamster is releasing like a buttload of Neo Geo game, like arcade ports on current consoles. Because I subscribe to a Nintendo newsfeed, I'm getting all these reviews of these games for the Switch release, but I think they're coming to other platforms at the same time. Well, that didn't go very well. Did I even do any damage with that? Ooh, brutal. Okay. It's not too hard so far. Even me with my button mashing ways, I've been able to get through pretty well. I don't even really know where the buttons are. So let's try it out. X does a low kick. Oop. Yeah, I should have tried to block that or something. Circle is a high kick. So square is a light punch and triangle is a heavy punch. The music's kind of funky techno, but not quite up to Jet Set Radio standards so far. Yikes. She really got me. I should put more pressure on this time. Fine. Oh, fine. Maybe I should... Yeah, I guess I'll chain that into something else. Did that use 6 bars of special or something? Yeesh. Ouch. Did she shoot me? Is that against the rules? It's always unclear, you know, what exactly is going on with these fighting games. What's the premise under which these characters are all fighting? Okay, that did some damage. Cool. Tony's asking what part of the Incredible Crisis team worked on this. I can tell you that I didn't scour the credits very thoroughly, but I do know that the guy who was a designer on Incredible Crisis was the art director on this because of the you know, the visuals that are kind of unique in this game. I wanted to, yeah, I guess these little comics give an introduction to the character you're about to face. Yeah, I looked up the guy who was the art director and character designer, which I thought was apropos for this because of you know, it's got a neat visual design to it. That guy's name is Kentaro Miyazaki, and after designing on Incredible Crisis, he went on to be the art director here. Later on, he also did character design for Klonoa, and he was also did art direction on Donkey Kong Jet Race / Barrel Blast for Payon, which is a game that I like a lot. This is cool, but time-consuming. If I can find another way to use my special bars instead of this, might try and do that instead, since we've seen this a few times now. Yeah, so I guess there's a mode in the menu where you can practice that minigame, and if you do it well, then you get, like, you know, rewarded eventually. If you basically pass that minigame in the practice mode for a whole bunch of characters, then you can unlock other characters and stuff. Oh man, brutal. By the way, what the heck is this character? It's like a big mutant thing with no legs and a little guy riding it with a hammer. Pretty weird. Okay, so I lost. What does that mean? I can continue. Good. I wonder how many continues I get. Just to be safe, we'll save here. I don't actually know how many opponents I have to face in arcade mode, but beating arcade mode multiple times will give me more characters, and basically, you know, I'm not going to 100% this game, but I want to at least see all the characters and what they're like as much as I can. We're also getting to see the stages as we go. Here we're in some kind of butcher. Yeah, I gotta stop jumping, I'm getting punished for it. I'm not good at fighting games, and you know, forgive me if I don't know the words for what things are. I know about kicks and punches. They're using different limbs of the body, you see. Woo! Yeah. I wonder if there's a combo list. Nope. Oh well. Maybe on like GameFAQs or something there's a list of what characters can do and how to do them. It might be useful, but I'm too busy playing. Oh, I managed to do this apparently. Yeah, the music seems like pretty generic techno so far. I think I didn't manage to get enough hits on that, so it didn't do any damage at all. So this guy has all the fireballs. Yeah, so this is Ramos. I mentioned he was from a previous game that Polygon Magic worked on. They had an earlier game on the arcades and PlayStation called Fighters Impact, and that got an arcade update called Fighters Impact A. I'm getting all this from Hardcore Gaming 101, by the way, again. Ouch. It's a grab. How can I do grabs? What's this? Shoulder buttons don't really do anything except for the special button. So Fighters Impact didn't leave Japan. Yeah, that did some damage. Oof. Nasty. Yeah, but THQ got the distribution rights or something, and they decided that they wanted to change things about Fighters Impact to make it more palatable, more successful in America. To make it more, yeah, more... I can't start a round like that. Okay. Oops. So there's a block button, I think. It's probably going backwards. A lot of fighting games have you just hold back and that's a block. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, THQ, they got this guy, there's a pretty good interview in the article with the guy who they hired on to handle the conversion, or to, well, what he did was redesign all the characters basically. he worked with them on a few other Polygon Magic fighting games too, like Shaolin. I think Gibbon brought up Shaolin when Tony got us to play Incredible Crisis. I'm relying too much on kicks and they're slow. I like that. Where was I? Yeah, I'm curious about these twins. We'll see what they look like. Don't touch our dog. Pretty sure that's Comic Sans there, and I disapprove. Yeah, Gibbons reading back Captain Rainbow. It's a pretty interesting game. I should stream that one time. Yeah, we bring it up because of Birdo. We're talking about Doki Doki Panic and Super Mario USA. Yeah. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Captain Rainbow is really weird, but it's interesting in its bringing back a lot of old Nintendo characters who have been forgotten over the years. For example, Little Mac from Punch-Out, although this is before, you know, he got some new games and then was in Smash Bros. And stuff. He's like down in his luck and has become grossly overweight. Things like that. It's funny. I wonder how many fights are in arcade mode. Can't be more than, I don't know, 5. This is a weird character, and I really think I like the concept of 2 kids sitting on each other's shoulders. It's really fun. Ow. Nasty. Oh, I like that. Okay. Yeah, so the way Fighter's Impact worked, this guy is a graffiti artist. There's your Jet Set connection. Fighter's Impact, each character had 3 different movesets, which were different martial arts styles. For THQ's port, they basically separated all out a lot, so each character had one style, and the new characters they made were, yeah, all based on these different styles. So there were more characters, but there was a lot of overlap in the original game too, so a lot of them play the same. Anyway, point is, they redesigned a lot of characters. They gave it this kind of street gangs kind of theme, where each character was a member of a gang, and there's 4 gangs. And when you go through your arcade mode, you're like beating up the other gangs, and I don't know, trying to be the best gang or whatever. It's weird. It was the 90s. Gangs were cool, I guess. Anyway, the name of the game that THQ put out in America for the PlayStation is called Versus, VS full stop. This is, as the article says, nigh ungoogleable. So yeah, good luck finding that. Yeah, I guess it doesn't show you there with the minigames when they hit you, which is a blessing, because that would just take ages and have no input from you. Unless you get, what if they gave you your own minigame to like defend against their rhythm minigame to block them and stuff? That could be interesting, but that's not what's happening in this game. Anyway, oddly enough, the 3 characters that carried over into this game are from Versus, not from the original game. But I guess it's not that odd, because although THQ commissioned the changes and they were done by an external artist, all that design work was sent back to Polygon Magic to remodel the new characters and configure it in the way that THQ wanted. So it's the refurbishment or whatever of this Versus game was all done by the original company, Polygon Magic. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. So I guess this guy's a wrestler. He's a Russian taxi driver, by the way. I hope I saved. Maybe I'll save now and I can come back with 2 victories. Okay, that's fine. Yes, stop blocking. So So yeah, this Oreg guy was in Versus, and so was Ramos. And Mia, although she looks quite different. Well, they all look pretty different, but Mia probably looks the most different. She's on the Oreg, or Oleg as it is called, and Mia are on the cover of Versus. Yeah, Mia looks the most different. She had like a baseball cap and I don't know, a tracksuit or something in Versus, but here she's got like a Chun-Li Chinese dress kind of thing going on. I mean, I say Chun-Li, that's the fighting game reference, but it's just a, you know, generic Chinese dress that you see a lot in various places and things. I'm button mashing, by the way. That's how I play fighting games, apparently. At least until I know them better, but I rarely get to that stage with most of them unless it's something like Smash Brothers that is, you know, different. It's not your usual fighting game. This is your usual fighting game, generally speaking, but it does have, you know, cool visual design and the rhythm stuff as well, which makes it interesting. And I do like the character designs too. They're appealing and they work well with the PlayStation hardware. The chunky polygon look suits them, unlike something like Fighters Impact's Polygon Magic's other game, or indeed Versus, where they're more realistically proportioned, but it's sort of like a Virtual Fighter thing. They're trying to be realistic, but they're like, all the characters, there's not enough polygons basically to make them look realistic, and they look like weird cardboard people with flat planes all over them. It's very strange. I hope I don't have to do too many fights because I wanted to show off more characters and Ramos is boring me. Should have picked one of the different characters, but well, I guess the fire punches are cool enough. That was a cool combo that I did accidentally. How about that? I have been getting practice at rhythm games because I've been playing Rhythm Heaven Megamix, or Rhythm Paradise Megamix as I know it from my game's cover art, because I'm in the PAL region. And we can never have the same names as everyone else, can we? Especially for Nintendo games. Look at the example I gave earlier, Donkey Kong Barrel Blast is Donkey Kong Jet Race in my region. Go figure. So he did that special with only one bar. I must be able to do something. If I only knew the buttons. Oh well. This isn't one of those baby mode fighting games that tells you all the button combos on the pause screen. Maybe if I'd subscribed to the official PlayStation magazine back in the day, I would have known. Oh wait, no, this is a Japanese thing. Maybe they could have had an import section? I don't know. Maybe I need to get the strategy guide in Japan, or look up game facts. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's entertaining for you to watch me button mashing. After we do arcade mode once, I'll just do other modes to show off different characters for a bit more variety. Who's next? Oh, this guy's cool. She's cool too, but I haven't actually got this guy unlocked, so I'd like to show him off. His name's Mercantile. Yeah, Gibbon says this game does have some interesting fighters. Tony says he feels like he sold his soul going to the Disney press event. They were very blatant about Marvel product placement, blah blah blah, riding the rides. Yes, as I pointed out the other day, the main, sort of the character that you, what do you call it? In Megamix, there's this character that you meet and he's like your companion through the game. Companion to like you, the player. He just talks to the screen. So this is an interesting character. He starts off by sending his wolf to fight you, but when you do enough damage to the wolf, it sits down and doesn't want to fight anymore, so he takes over. It's a pretty cool concept. Yeah, so the main that character I was talking about, Tibby, he comes from a place called Heaven World, based on the name Rhythm Heaven. But even though it's called Rhythm Paradise, they just use the US localization for the other releases in English of the game. So he still says Heaven World, even though he should probably say Paradise World. Yeah, I saved back to before I won the first round. That was dumb of me. Oh, nasty. This hook's really low to the ground. I feel like I have to use low attacks to really get it. They don't combo very well though. Yeah, typical. No! Down. Kill. Yeah, these characters are pretty nice. That's good. Tony reckons they snuck a Shrek reference into Rhythm Heaven Megamix. I see they swapped out there. Luckily it's easier to hit the man because he's taller. How far have I made it? Yeah, I'm halfway through the towers at the end of the initial thing. So I did Lush Tower, I unlocked the extra 6 towers, and I've done 4 of them now, I think. I liked that there was this fake out with the ending, like Tibby thought he was going home and he went up Lush Tower and then floated up into the sky, and the credits were rolling and he gets all the way up to the top of the sky and then the light turns off, the credits stop, and he falls back down to earth. It's really funny. I like that. Okay, here we go. Final boss time. An alien who abducts cows, I guess, with a UFO catcher. His name is Stealth, and see if you can tell me what popular sci-fi movie his design is inspired by. Yeah. Ow. He's all made of metal though, so it kind of reminds me of Cooler from Dragon Ball, who has the 5th transformation or whatever that Frieza didn't have that kind of looked like Predator. And then he came back in the next movie and he was all metal, so this guy's just a rip-off of Cooler from Dragon Ball. I guess he's actually from Dragon Ball Z because... Oh, it added a new button for me to push there. Because yeah, he was never in the manga, so... Oh man! Yikes. Ow. Hey, let me beat you, guy. I want to be out of this mode. Okay, never mind. Blocked. Scouted. I punched you, dude. So I wonder what that red bar is. Maybe if I had the manual. Of course, it would all be in Japanese. Whoa! Glad I dodged that. Oh, it's not 8. It goes 1, 2, then B? I don't know what that's about. Okay. So it doesn't get all the way up to 8 bars. It's just 3, but it looks like a B. Go figure. Please don't kill me. Oh, he killed me. I'll do it. It's okay. We'll get there. Oop. Yeah, that's bad. Oh. He's got pretty cool powers, this guy. But I have fire punchies. I'm not sure Ramos had fire punchies in versus. He was more just a street hood. Dang. Well, no wonder he's the final boss. It's kind of hard to fight, you know? But I think by finishing arcade mode once, I'll unlock that one legless monster guy being ridden by the hammer guy. I forget its name. Yeah, there's some amusing stories from the development of Versus actually in that same article on HG 101. Oh good, I interrupted his special. Nice. There's one character who was designed by the guy before he'd heard that there was actually this street gang premise. Like, he was allowed to just freestyle come up with all kinds of designs for fighters that they would put in the game. But yeah, he made some of them before learning that they were supposed to be in specific gangs. So some just got sorted into gangs that they kind of fit into. So he made this one guy who was supposed to be a martial arts master wearing a blindfold, who was so strong that he wanted a challenge, so he blinded himself just by putting a blindfold on. And somehow he got shuffled into the university campus-based gang and was labeled as an exchange student from New Zealand. So it just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's arcade mode. We get the credits. We get to see the names of the people and the characters we fought. Pretty cool stuff. The music's pretty underwhelming, but I do like a lot of these character designs, and let's definitely show them off. I'll do some verses against bots or something. Maybe I'll try out a few of the rhythm games too. So yeah, how's chat doing? Yes, Lush Tower is a vocal song and it's not localized, so they just MIDI'd it for the English dub. Lame. I do have the option to switch between English and Japanese dubs in Rhythm Paradise Megamix. So I'm gonna, when I go back and try and do some of the games better, I will switch to Japanese and see how they're different. Yeah, that sucks. Kind of like Incredible Crisis' karaoke song. I wish they'd just put it in instead of just dumbing it out. Yes, Tony says Cooler isn't canon anyway. I know, but yeah. He does show up in Dragon Ball GT when all the villains get out of hell, so that's canon enough, isn't it? Surely. Canon enough for me. I think GT's pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna play some versus matches. So, oh no, we can't do versus because I don't have a 2-player. Huh. Go back. I just picked an alternate color, by the way. I didn't know I could do that. Practice. I wonder if this will give me... This is still... Let's try picking and see if it will detect that there's no controller and give me a CPU instead. Alright, I want to check out a lady. Let's try Garia. Yeah, I can't do anything else. Dang. Well, I guess practice will let me play against the CPU. I wonder if they'll play properly or not. Oh yeah, so I've unlocked Chad Graham. Thanks to that. So let's go against someone we haven't seen yet. Who's Nitro? Okay. Oh, now I can pick the song and the location. I don't care. Whatever is fine. Danger Mouse's kids are chilling out to the stream. Oh yeah, he's not doing anything. It's lame. Wow, it's quite a revealing outfit you got there, Garia. Oh wow, okay. Whoa! She kicks high. I have a sword. That's pretty neat. It just comes out of nowhere. I like that. Whoa! I think I like this character. Let's try her special. Of course, Incredible Crisis had rhythm minigames too, so... I wouldn't be surprised if the same employees worked on both in some ways. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna button mash my way past. Oh, it's practice mode, so they get all their health back when the combo ends. Ah, well. Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, oh, here we go. Action, jump, crouch, normal. Wow. I thought I could make them attack me. You can do that in Smash. In practice mode, you can toggle the AI behavior to attack you or do different things. Yep, gotta hit circle, not X. Japanese game. Yeah, I can't versus because I don't have a... Well, if someone else was here, I could probably play them with a second controller and stuff. The emulator would support that, but it would be no different to the CPU doing nothing because it wouldn't be able to have any inputs. Yeah, I don't know, let's just go through all the characters. We'll start at the bottom with Vivian and Roxy. And this can start, I don't know. It's giving them all their alternate colors for the CPU character. How about I just do mirror matches? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'd better change the arena if it's just going to default to the same one every time. Oh, this is so cool. It's a much better concept than Ice Climbers. They're like working together in all their attacks. And see how they switch places? Yeah, now Blondie's on top. Don't know which one's Vivian and which one's Roxy. I like that. This is great. What a cool concept. Two kids. The only thing that would make it better is if they were wearing an overcoat to pretend that they were one person. But yeah, then they wouldn't be able to do all the swapping stuff. I've got to concentrate to listen to the music. It doesn't line up like as well as I would hope to make it a compelling rhythm game, but it's decent. Yeah, punchy punchy, down. I win. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, the dashing, yeah. Yeah, funny. I'm pretty impressed by this game. Yes, the child likes the two sisters. Well, let's go with Samurai Man. Zaku. Not sure how to pronounce O with an umlaut. Is it like Zaku? Not sure. Pretty good stuff. The article says this guy looks like he belongs in Samurai Showdown. Whoa! That's very anime. Let's do his special. Bam! Hope the music's coming through for you guys well enough. Yeah, pretty good. Sometimes I like just seeing all the characters' different animations. And fighting games are pretty much just like, they're just characters, right? That's all there is to them. Ooh, I did a thing. I guess I figured out the way to do... I didn't figure it out because I don't remember what I did. But yeah, I guess L2 is the shortcut to doing a special attack, but you can also do it with a button combo. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, so he's pretty cool, I guess. Like a Vincent Adult Man. I don't know what that is. Tony. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay, so I can cycle between all these different locations. Interesting. and they have an automatic, song going with them. So let's go to the club. Fight. Yeah, I guess we've already seen Gaia, but now we've seen the club as well. I think I saw this in arcade mode anyway. I like this move. Very good anti-air one, probably. Oh, okay. I don't know how I did that, but it looked cool. It wasn't quite the sword. She summoned something else and slammed with it. Yep, pretty cool. Good. Next, April. Cowgirl. Okay, so it's like, yeah. Alright. Cyber Ruins. This must be stealth stage. This must be stealth stage. Oh, it's someone from BoJack Horseman. I guess it's more like, who's the... You know when Trunks and Goten try and enter the Tenkaichi Budokai? Sorry, oh, I really mispronounced that, I'm sorry. The, Tenkaichi Budokai. Anyway, whatever. The martial arts tournament. I think they're called Mighty Mask when they... That's nice, I like this character. Yeah, they enter the tournament. They enter the adults tournament as like two guys in code, basically. Yeah, I get the feeling that you're supposed to hear a proper music track when you do that. And if you hit all the prompts right, you do. So yeah, this isn't actually stealth's stage, it's a different thing. Yeah, April's pretty cool. Nice. Alright. I did call it by the real name. Yeah, Tony's complaining about the dub of Dragon Ball. It's not the World Martial Arts Tournament, it's the Tenkaichi Budokai. So this is Trash. He is a trash man. He cleans up the city. I guess you won't be able to see all the cartoons, the comic-like things, since I'm doing this mode now. But anyway, if you're interested, check out that article. I think they're all there. The images for those comic strip things are all on that article. Yeah, so this guy's got like a weird robot suit that helps him clean up rubbish, I suppose. One of the things he does in his comic is he uses his vacuum cleaner and sucks up like a whole wrecked car into his backpack, which is completely illogical and funny. So yeah, he's making extensive use of his more passive weapon, which is nice. Gives him a bit of reach, maybe. Oh, what's that do? Like that. Alright, what's the special? Yeah, I get the feeling that gets harder the more you do. I don't know. You can unlock extra stuff. There's an extra like mode you can unlock by completing all the rhythm minigames. So I've been there. The butcher. Yeah. I don't remember which Tenkaichi Budokai it was. The 25th maybe? It's the one in the boost folder anyway. Okay, so appropriate for this guy is being in a butcher because he has a chainsaw. Hey, butchers use chainsaws to cut through bone and stuff. Beef, 100%. Yeah, and he's got a bloodstained apron with a cow skull in it. This has got to be his same stage. Polemon. This is a weird character. I don't know why he's got like a cage on his head. But yeah, his attacks are kind of odd. He does the belly bump. Bump, bump. Oh, wow. Okay, I pulled off my head and threw it, and the other guy turned into a little bird. That's pretty weird. Oh, I missed. I'll build my meter up and I'll try again. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to give me time to answer that question, Tony. Otherwise, I'd just say Namek Arc, Cell Arc, Boo Arc, or something. Unless you count the Android Arc as separate to the Cell Arc, in which case I like that better. Yes, downtown. So this girl looks pretty cool. I think she is like a kind of skate punk kind of thing. Oh yeah, I fought her first. Yeah, okay, that's cool. No skates, but definitely that style. She would look right at home in Jet Set Radio. That was pretty cool. Oh, she's got a jetpack. That's amazing. Okay, I think she might be my favorite. Yep. Yuri. She's good. By the way... Oh, no, never mind. That's something else I was thinking of. Whoa! She has a cool dash stuff. Air dashes. Yeah, very good. Jetpack characters. Nice. Yep, okay, she's the best. I want a sequel to this game, and I want it to star only Yuri. Actually, I just want a Jet Set Radio game with Yuri in it. I don't know what I want. I want silly things. Never mind. So I think I have to get the yellow bar to go down, or maybe up. I don't really know what's going on in these. Oh, what was that? I did some kind of projectile. What's that? Why can't I do that bum bounce that she was doing to me the whole time? What is this? Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, that. What is that? Good. That thing. Yeah, whatever. Man, good stuff. Okay. Should I play through this again in arcade mode as Yuri, maybe? Otherwise, I have another game as a backup because I thought this might not take up the whole time. So I do have another option. Wow, there's a lot of stages. That's cool. Yeah, everyone wants silly things. Tony says, my entire life is me taking silly things seriously. I can relate very much. Oh my goodness. Wow. So this guy's a big robot guy with gun arms and he has a buzzsaw come out of his butt or something. Okay, that's cool. What's that? Just a big like ram thing. 16 tons. This guy's a battle toad, isn't he? Look at that. What was it, that one? He turns his arm into a big weight. Flying knee! That's Falcon's knee of justice right there. Okay, special time. Bam. This one's pretty easy. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, this guy's pretty fun. Whoa! Big jackhammer on. Nice. Danger Mouse wants a bouncing bomb. Is that a silly thing? And is Tony silly for wanting to go to Disneyland to try out the latest culinary treats and food? Wow. I can't really answer that question. You have to answer it for yourself. But no, it's not silly. Yeah. Yeah, Tony's saying that he's counting androids different to Cell, so yeah. I do like Android's Arc better than Cell Arc. Especially how it opens with trunks and stuff, and then escalating with different androids and stuff. It's cool. Yeah, tell us about the food in Disneyland, Tony. Oh great, more Disneyland content on my streams. This happens whenever Tony's involved. What do I expect? It's fine, seriously. I'm not complaining. I'm just pretending. See that big snowman guy in the background with the overalls? If you do a certain series of conditions, you can unlock him as a playable character, but I'm not going to do that. Let's do this. That's cute. The little songs that play. Yeah. So yeah, he's a taxi driver, so they put the like black and white checkered tattoo on his face. I guess he takes his job seriously. Mia, we haven't seen her yet. And we also haven't seen a bunch of stages. I think we still haven't seen like 4 stages, so candy shop, 24-hour shop. Corndog Castle, okay. Red Rose Tavern. So if you're in Disneyland, go to the Beauty and the Beast Red Rose Tavern. Apparently they have good food. Oh, I like this. She is cool. She wears baggy pants. I guess I was wrong about the China dress thing, because I could only see the top part of her, and she's got the hair bun thing that Chun-Li has. And she has like a short crop top that is like a Chinese style dress, but she's also wearing like tracksuit pants under it, so yeah. Cool stuff. So where's this 24-hour shop? I guess it's that one in the background there. Happy 24-hour. Nice. Pow, 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 pow. I've thought about doing a co-op stream, but I would have to, like, so I could play one-on-one things like this with another person, or things of that nature. But, you know, it's problematic. You'd need a different microphone setup, and I don't know, it could get complicated. Mia's cool, I like her. Moving on. We've seen Ramos quite extensively, so let's check out Chad Graham at the spaceship, which this must be Stealth's one. Okay, now he's switched topics to Universal and telling me I should get butterbeer at the Harry Potter place. Yes, Danger Mouse rightfully pointing out that she doesn't think she's ever seen a Disney character eat a corn dog, so I guess that means they're kind of inappropriate cuisine to have at Disney Park, in the sense that they're not thematically appropriate. Wow, so yeah, the tongue attacks, that's pretty interesting. So like, so that's my light punch, that's my heavy punch. That's my light kick, that's my heavy kick. This is, again, a very interesting concept for a character, but kind of creepy as well. Like, seriously creepy. So I wonder which one's Chad and which one's Gran. Special... Oh wait, I remember fighting this guy. He always did this special against me where he would like charge up into the air. So it's probably a different thing to instigating that special rhythm game thing. So yeah, there are moves that I have no idea how to do. I have not mastered this game. But man, what a weird character. Seems pretty good though. Like, it's hard to predict, I guess, because of its unusual body shape. Kind of like the two girls. Let's give us a spin. Still haven't seen a couple of stages. Japanese town. Yeah. Disneyland food is varied. In the same theme park you have fast food, junk food, and then a 5-star restaurant. I remember having some decent pizza at Tokyo Disney. Oh, not this again. Yep, that sure is a Japanese town. What other stages haven't we seen? Let's go back down to Vivian and Roxy. Bum, bum. Anarchy Zone is the only one. And then we'll have seen all the stages, we'll have seen all the default characters. Maybe I'll do another spin through arcade mode, I don't know. I think we might have seen all that my button mashing skills can really show this game off for. It is impressive, I like it a lot, but it's that it has to sort of clear a baseline of me liking fighting games and being competent at them. I don't think I phrased that very well, but like, there's only so much I can really like and enjoy the game as it's meant to be played, because one, I'm playing it solo, two, I'm kind of fighting game illiterate, more or less. I believe the HD 101 article does praise this game specifically for being relatively simple to get into and newcomer friendly, so there is that going for it. Yeah, I don't know. Basically, I think this game's pretty cool. So let's go to DJ practice. Yeah, I want to see what Rude Boy is like, but well. Easy and hard. I guess we've seen easy before. Yeah, like I thought. That's DJ practice mode. Oh, failed. Yeah, that's pretty hard apparently. Let's try Chad Graham's hard one and see what it throws at me. Wait, why are those disappearing? What's going on? Ah! Okay, it's over. Yeah. Didn't go well. Yeah, I don't know. No, it wasn't at Toontown. It was sort of in the main area. Gibbon saying, yeah, once you get past the basics, there's not a whole lot to fighting games beyond the characters, unless there's some sort of story or mission mode. Yeah, agreed. Obviously, they're best when you have someone else to play them with who is similar to your own skill level. But since I like Yuri so much, I'm going to do a little bit of arcade mode with her. Maybe pick some different characters we haven't seen in this mode so we can see their comic bits. And yeah, then we'll go to the backup game. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get, I'd get heaps of airtime out of a fighting game, but I have been going for an hour, which isn't bad. It's pretty decent. I'm not going to use my special moves now unless I do it by accidentally doing the button combo, because we've seen them all now and they're not that interesting, I guess, once you know what the concept is. And especially because I'm bad at them, I'm bad at doing them well. Like, normally they'd probably be better. Oof. Dang. Okay. No! See, it's that kind of special move I want to be able to do. I believe when I fought Yuri, there was some kind of flamethrower thing that hit me many times. Ooh, this did not go well. I'm just gonna load. Okay. Ow. Man. Quit it. Oh, Yuri's so great. It's times like this I wish I could, like, draw a fan art or something. Maybe I should commission some. Oh. Missed a lot there. Yeah, so thank you Kentaro Miyazaki, character designer of this game. Did some good work. Danger Mouse talking about her first fighter game, Ninja Turtles. What platform was that on exactly? I know there's been a lot of Ninja Turtles games. There's a very well-regarded arcade one, I think, from Konami. She's saying it was simplistic but fun. Oh yeah, it was an arcade one she's talking about. Yeah, that's pretty well-regarded actually, so good choice. The Ninja Turtles fighting game. Oh wait, was it a fighting game or a brawler? It might be like a beat 'em up, which is different, because they're like going through stages and beating up lots of goons who are much weaker than you. All right, I don't know. I want to switch games, so that might be the end for this game. I was impressed by the look and the style. It's actually not as cel-shaded as I thought it would be, but it is a bit, And the backgrounds are all just 2D, but the characters look good. There's a bit of a mismatch between... Wow! Okay, the little kids have Uzis. I did not expect that. I really wish I could do more special moves. My button mashing can only get me so far. Oh well. Let's check out another fighting game. Oh, there was a TMNT fighter, says Gideon. Yeah, let's check out another fighting game with interesting visuals. And yeah, I'll just switch to that now. Ding ding. Ta-da! Oh, better reboot. Okay. So this game is made by Konami, and it was put out on the Nintendo 64. So this is going to present problems with the emulation because it uses all 6 face buttons, including the C buttons, which are mapped to the right analog stick, which is not ideal. So I basically have a huge handicap, but yeah, anyway. This is called Rakugakids. It's a pun on the word Rakugaki, which means graffiti or like doodles. I don't know, I saw two different things online. I think it's probably graffiti, but anyway. It was made by Konami Entertainment, Konami Computer Entertainment, Konami Computer Entertainment Kobe, which is the studio is located in Kobe. I don't know what's up with this lettering. That's weird. Anyway, these kids found some magic crayons. The bully stole them, and that's where the bad guys come from. There's like 2 bosses or something, because there's 8 crayons and 6 kids and 2 bosses. And when they draw with the crayons, the characters they draw come to life, and so you pick a character who is a kid controlling their like drawn creation. So yeah, there's like this style to the game where everything looks like it's a doodle that's been drawn and come to life. It's really cool. So this game was never released in America. It came out of Japan and then they brought it over to Europe and it got a release there. This is the European version that's got an English translation. I'm not sure how badly like it suffers from 50 Hz PAL problems, but let's assume that it's fine and just runs perfectly as the original did, until proven otherwise. But also it's in English, so that helps. Yeah, this letter thing's really weird. I don't know if that's... I think it's an emulation problem, it's gotta be. Anyway. Blah blah blah. This is pretty long-winded actually. How's chat? Yes. Isn't beating people up the same thing as fighting? Technically yes. But a fighting game is more like one-on-one or, you know, maybe more than that, but generally only one at a time, where the 2 characters are balanced against each other and have, you know, similar amounts of health and stuff. Whereas a beat 'em up is where you're going through like a scrolling level and beating up lots of like much weaker goons. This is cool. Oh wow, gosh. Turn the difficulty down, please. You can put a player handicap too, which is interesting. Infinite time, please. 1 round to keep it simple. Painting or drawing, okay. Don't know what that will do. Well, let's play. Actually, what is data mode? Oh yeah, okay. The old N64 memory pack. Oh boy. Let's do some training to check out the characters. Oh, I don't have a setup here. Hey, that's me. Yep, that's fine. I don't know what I've just done. Okay. Waffles. I didn't have the waffles at Tokyo Disney. Yeah, so she's thinking of a Turtles beat 'em up game.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, N64 emulation isn't perfect. Those letters don't look right. Yeah, there's also a HG101 article on this. It was linked from Slap Happy Rhythm Busters article, which is why I thought to have it, you know, in the back pocket, so to speak. And it mentioned that the game has long load times despite being a Nintendo 64 cartridge, which is odd. And I'm using half the buttons and they're not working because circle and triangle aren't even mapped because of the analog stick being C buttons. But yeah, basically I have like 3 kinds of kick and 3 kinds of punch, low, middle, and high. And you know, 2/3 of those are mapped to the stick. That's kind of tricky. So yeah, this is the default character, Astronauts, controlled by Andy. And he's a funny little astronaut man with a ray gun and stars and stuff. Very cute. But yeah, the sort of crayon-drawn art style, very nice. But it's also... I've never actually seen anything like this on a 64. Like, it looks fantastic. The backgrounds are sort of 3D modeled, but the characters just move along them. And they have these dynamic shadows too. I did a little test of this game earlier, and I noticed that some of the stages even wrap around, so hopefully we can show that off. What else can I do? I just want an idea of all the characters before I pick one for story mode. So, man, loading times. Yeah, here we go. So who have we got? DDJ, Captain Catkit, Nola with Masa, Jerry with Robot Cho, Cleone with Bear Tank, of course, Roy with Cools Roy, Val with Mamezo. So Val is the bully character. Yeah, let's just cycle through them, I guess. That is cute, man. Oh, I love that. The little diorama thing, little pop-up book. Yes. Where is that one I was thinking of? I did like one practice match just to check that it worked and didn't have awful graphical errors. Rocket Park? I'm going to fast forward this loading screen because I can do that. Nice. Yeah, there's also maybe a little toy box theme going on there with the background, which fits. The musician cat. Okay, so I have a bunch of different attacks. A lot of them around the musical instruments. Good. That's fun. I like that. Player select. That'll just take us back to that screen. What else we got? Yes. Cute. Oh, random. Perfect. Oh, okay. So random gave us a character that's not actually unlocked yet. This is supposed to be the final boss. That biker guy we saw in the intro gets one of the crayons, and he creates this character called Darkness, who is some kind of ghost dog. So we can unlock this character by, you know, beating the game or whatever, but I don't think we'll probably get that far. Maybe? Don't know. Rumble! Okay. Oh wow. I have all these shoulder button special attacks I didn't know about. Okay, so what else can I do? Have a lollipop. She goes inside the chicken hat, very cool. Oh, is that a broom? I think I'm supposed to be a witch. Masa is a witch. Take that, Darkness. The chicken hat is great. I love that. Alright, maybe we'll pick this character for story mode, but we'll see what else is on offer. Yeah, Ghost Dog for the win. Tony says this game is perfect and should be on the N64 Mini. So let's see what Robot Show has for us. Sky Hoop, please. Speedy, speedy. I think my favorite fighting game is Soul Calibur 2 because the fact that Link was in it blew my mind. And I liked that all the characters had different kinds of weapons. It's also a 3D fighter, so it's different to this style. Wow, this is like that robot guy in Slap Happy Rhythm Busters. Pulls out different kinds of objects from his interior. Bit more cartoony, obviously. Very cute. Oh, I don't know if, yeah, the sprites flipping around and stuff, it doesn't look quite right. I think we're getting graphical glitches due to emulation probably, but that's okay. N64s are hard to get right apparently. I've never seen an emulator yet that can do them perfectly. But yeah, I really like the stages and the characters, very stylish. Let's see what else we've got in the character roster. Yeah, this game does look really good for a 64 game. Bear Tank, good stuff. You may recognize Bear Tank from a stream long ago when I played Konami Crazy Races for the Game Boy Advance. Bear Tank was one of the characters. I think he was unlockable and I had to get him somehow. Maybe. But I did, and I'm pretty sure I played as him. So he's had a few cameos like that. You can actually transform into Bear Tank in one of the Castlevania games, Circle of the Moon, which is by the same studio, Konami KCEK, as opposed to KCEN or KCET. It's one of those Castlevania games that the IGA later went, oh yeah, that's not canon for reasons. Reasons probably to do with the fact that his studio didn't make it. But it is notable because it's the first Castlevania on the Game Boy Advance. It's the first one that took the Symphony of the Night style, like free open exploration type of gameplay. And it was followed by 2 more on the GBA and then 2 more on the DS. So yeah, good lineage and really good games, those ones. I haven't quite got around to playing Circle of the Moon myself yet, but I definitely will. And I'll look out for Bear Tank in the game if I can. Yeah, there was actually a connection with the developers that I wrote down. The director of this game, Koji Yoshida, also worked on Circle of the Moon, so I guess he specifically put in the character for that reason. Yeah. But yeah, Bear Tank. I haven't managed to do any special moves involving shooting with the big guns on his head, but there we go, I threw a teddy bear. Whoa, okay. That was different. I can clean myself, apparently. But anyway, Bear Tank's cool. Yeah, Bear Tank is a general Konami joke character, although he's only showed up like 3 times. I heard he was in Beatman as well. Okay, Darkness Scan. Yeah, I think the only reason he is in Beatmania and Circle of the Moon is because Koji Yoshida, the director of this game, worked on both of those. But also, he was in Konami Crazy Races, so I guess he had enough notoriety from this game. I guess this did pretty well for them, or is remembered fondly. It's pretty unique. For that reason, he got into Konami Crazy Races. But I think he's not a default character. He is an unlockable. Oh, this is interesting. A mirror. So everything is mirrored in the background there. So I'm a little cowboy now. Cute. Funny that obviously this kid doesn't have any imagination because his name is Roy and he called his character Cools Roy. I have a Gatling gun and a lot of weird sprite flickering. Huh. Maybe the dizzy animation is different for each character because it was little meats flying around his head for this guy. Anyway, that's cool. Yes. So yeah, this is one of the very few 64 games that, you know, was released in Europe but not America. I find that interesting. Yeah, Gibbons saying he played the... Oh, what am I doing? Roth B. Rock. He played the Smeg out of Castle of the Moon and then Harmony and now he just wants to replay Aria over and over again, and wonders how he ever put up with the other two. Yeah, that's why I want to start with Circle of the Moon and Harmony of Dissonance. Play them in the right order. As it turns out, I did actually play. I have played. You know, I've been using the D-pad to move this whole time just because it's easier, but obviously analog stick is the like canonical way to play 64 games. Both work, so that's nice. This guy's weird. I find it hard to get a handle on his moves, but yeah, he's got a kind of transforming character. Can turn into different things like the aforementioned Battletoad. Yeah, I actually played Aria first on emulator, and then I went and got Dawn of Sorrow. But Dawn of Sorrow is the first of the three on the DS. But might be the best one. They're all good though, they all have their own strengths or weaknesses. It's the only one with a full contiguous map because the others have like sub-maps that break up the game, and it's quite different because of that. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's get out of here. Let's do a story mode real quick. No, how do I go back? No, I'm pressing B and it's just selecting these. I'll just reboot. I don't know what to do. Reset the console. So yeah, Castlevania is cool. There's only 7 real Metroidvania style games in the series. There's another 2 or 3 that are borderline, like Castlevania 2 has a sort of open map, sort of, but it's quite old. Free play, I guess. I don't know what battle mode is. I heard, like, in training mode, you know, when it was me, there were 2 astronauts fighting each other. Apparently you can, like, train up an AI character, and then, I don't know, it's weird. I don't understand it, but sort of like training your amiibo in Smash 4, I guess. So I do like Bear Tank, but I like this witch a lot. She is cute. And I just cannot pass up that chicken hat. It is amazing. So the stage was picked for me, and I'm obviously going to progress through each one. Fast forward, please. I too do not understand why there are loading times on a 64, but then again, I guess if the graphics are complicated enough, I don't know. It's really smooth the way it plays. I don't know, whatever. Oh, see the letters on the robot's holding up, it changed to car when he grew his wheels. That's pretty interesting. I'm not doing well here. Yeah, this is bad. I'm going to go and turn it down to easy. So I am a baby. Yeah, nice. Time infinite. Let's change that and see what it does. Okay. So it's now in drawing mode instead of painting mode. So save now. When I reset, I guess I lost all my option settings. Not that I changed too much. Yes. Oh. So that's what drawing style is. It just makes them, yeah, like cutouts, or what do you call that? Oh wow. I guess this is for the hardcore fighting game people. No background, no characters filled in, they're just sort of wireframes, although wireframes doesn't make sense when they're just a 2D drawing. They're like sketches, I guess? Yeah, this, I don't like this, but it's interesting that it's an option. I don't know why it's an option. Oh, that was cute. Oh, I could throw egg bombs. Alright, anyway. I want the graphics. I want all the graphics. Show me what 64 is capable of. Painting, please. Okay, story mode. Let's do it for real this time. and we'll get all the way through if we can. Good times. Yeah, it's cool that Bear Tank made these other cameos, but he's like, this game in itself has never been followed up on at all. It's just one of those things where every company was making a fighting game, but I guess in this case it's a lot more interesting because it looks so strange. I can't speak to the fighting system and whether that's innovative in any way, but same way that Slap Happy Rhythm Busters has really fun character designs, but in a very different sort of way, very different style. I like the way they look in this game. And mobility and bombs and chicken hat. So yeah, button mashing again, but this time including twirls of the analog stick to sub in for pressing the C buttons. Now 6-button scheme here. Let's try some of my other things. Okay, I have a brush my hair button, or maybe that's just an idle animation. I swear there was a sidestep button that I was using in before. Actually, you know what? I just messed up. I'm thinking my backup game that I briefly played. That's the one that had the curving stages and the sidestep button. Ah, fighting games, man. They're all the same to me, apparently. That's very cute. Oh yeah, magic. There's like a magic system in this game that I really don't know how to do. That one cut it? What? Oh, was I talking to my opponent possibly? Okay. Yeah, I've said some erroneous things already now because I was thinking of a different game. Bleh. Stupid. Alright, who are we fighting? Astronauts. I'm ready to rumble. Yep, I'll jump over that any day. Oh, okay. Yeah, so as with the other fighting game, Slap Happy Rhythm Busters, holding back will block. That's how a lot of them work. So Chicken has a ladle, that's cool. Ouch, man. Chicken's really pulling its weight here. Diminished cap style living hat. I like that. Good concept. Haha! I love the accidental combos. Hey, no, you're not getting away with that. Eat lollipop. Yeah. KO. I'm sure that those crayon bars are supposed to be displaying like color filling up, but it doesn't look quite right, does it? Yes, I'll cook you something. I really wonder what this looks like on real hardware. Oh well. It's probably absurdly expensive these days. I do remember seeing this game in the magazines of the time. I was subscribed to a 64 magazine back in the day. Yeah, good times. Get to see a lot of interesting games that way. Before there was anything like an internet and streams and me playing games to show you what's cool. But unlike my streams, those video games also had a lot of crap in them. Like Mario Party 2. Just kidding. It's probably fine. Anyway, it's got Donkey Kong in it. It must be cool. Yeah, there just aren't enough buttons on this controller to, or really almost any controller, to accurately emulate 64 with all its many strange layouts. Take that. I like that character, the cat, but it seems a little tricky. He's always spinning around and stuff. Thank you. How about I wear a skirt tomorrow? Okay, fine. Can you be something that's not just the girl, please? She's coming across as a little tokenistic, but then again, here's another girl and she drew a bear tank, so good for her. Yeah, bear tank, good concept. It's a bear, it's also a tank. And it seems to have an alternate color here. It should be green. Take my egg bomb. Oh no! Shadow coin no jutsu. Get back here. Try other buttons, do something. Nah, never mind. Back to mashing. It's too bad Konami doesn't make proper games anymore. And I don't think Polygon Magic exists, so I wonder who has the copyrights to the characters from Slap Happy Rhythm Busters. We've been discussing that more recently, given just looking into Scourge Hive, old GBA DS game. The companies that have gone defunct and their IPs are in a sort of limbo. He wants to buy them up and make new games. Links to Time Sweeper is another example. Time for Cools Roy. Oops. Ow, nasty. Didn't you hide in your barrel, boy? Whoa! My chicken hat became a peacock hat. That was amazing. Is that magic? Is that teapot magic? More of a kettle, I suppose. Yeah. Pancakes. Ow, quit it. Ooh. See the shadows? Yeah, pretty cool. So many games on the 64 were obsessed with the new 3D look technology. But they never really tried things like this. Even 2D games like Mischief Makers and Yoshi's Story have this sort of early CGI pre-rendered 3D look to them that I think really doesn't hold up. Whereas something like this, like you play this even today and it looks amazing because they went for something different and interesting. I guess that's kind of a lazy way of describing what the art style is, but you know, instead of, I guess, chasing the new graphical, like, I don't know, how would I describe it? It's unconventional, but why? It's because reasons. Man, I had trouble with this guy too last time too. It's really kicking my butt. Ouch. Okay. Ow, man. Oh. Okay. I mean, it's not just interesting because it's not following the crowd on what the graphics everyone was doing with graphics at the time. It's also interesting because it looks like a child's drawing and... Okay, so now he's a fruit machine. Yeah, I'll bet. Yes, please, I'll continue. Oh. Do I get to start from that same stage or not? I do. Yeah, let's switch to Bear Tank. Give him a go.
Ready to roll.
Ow. Dude, you're no match for Bear Tank. Ow. Why does attacks do so much damage? Ah. I mean, look how the outline sort of shifts around as they move. I should take advantage of the stun. Yeah, a pop art feel. I mean, I'm always out of my element when talking about art stuff, but yeah, Danger Mouse has said it's got a 2D pop art feel. The thick black outlines and the bold, bright block colors. Yes, well described. She is an artist. More than me, anyway. I almost got him. Come on. Yes, yes. Good. Yeah, strong contrast between the realistic characters and their drawings, which exaggerates the qualities of each even more so. Yes, I should also get my wife to comment on it. Yeah, and they also contrast with the backgrounds, which do have that similar like 3D pre-rendered style, but I guess they're simple, bright colors. They're not too busy. Cartoony, not too realistic. And the character designs too, full of personality and different kinds of characters. Wow, okay. Stop. Okay. The taunts are real. Yeah, get in a corner, baby. I've stumbled on some good combos here, apparently. Even though I've still yet to use my tank cannon. Yeah, so that was bad guy, but I think there's another boss. Or two, possibly. Yes, thank you for helping me describe why this game looks interesting. Apart from the vague, unique art style, inverted commas, which is one of the categories in HG 101's article sorting thing. Save. Ghost dog. Ghost dog time. Oh, rough. Oh, that was a pun, I guess. Hey. Grabs. Cool, cool, cool. I wonder if people in chat can name for me some other fighting games they know with different kinds of art styles that aren't just 3D rendered characters. That try to be visually distinctive and like have these sort of hand-drawn aesthetic, or I mean, ooh, ah. Nice sound effect.
KO! You win!
I do win. Oh, this is boring apparently. Okay. That match was too easy. We need to go back to the robot. Okay. You pesky little twerps. Don't think I'm beaten yet. I'll be back, so be ready. Whatever, George. Bow, wow, wow. We're both so pretty, aren't we? Playing with makeup. Cute. Yeah, bear tank. Get with the program. So the kids get to play with their characters. Yeah, I mean, obviously the one that sprung to my mind when talking about fighting games that go for a interesting visual aesthetic is Clayfighter. We talked about that when we played Skull Monkeys as an example of a claymation game. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear some other suggestions, some other ideas of fighting games that are like that. Graphic designers, they did a good job. Of course, I mentioned Clayfighter because now that we finished that, Clayfighter was my backup game, so let's launch that up after we watch these credits and we'll have a look at some of the things that it does. But I want more examples because I can't think of any. Man, Danger Mouse's kids are so into this. I'm glad I could entertain them. Shout out to the child. Pretty sure I gave him a code name last time. I don't remember what it was though. Dazzleoids. What is that, Tony? Is that a fighting game? Tell me more about it. Fast forward. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, sorry, people near the end of those credits. Oh, that was Japanese. Odd. And now we have a white square. I'm sure that was not intentional. Yeah, good game. Again, I absolutely cannot speak to whether it's a good fighting game, because it's not my area of expertise. But here we've got a new character in an epilogue scene for some reason. Just moved in. Okay. Oh. Okay. What's going on? To be continued? As if. How can you end on a sequel hook like that? I don't know who this character is. This game, like I said, they never followed up on this, at least not to my knowledge. Man, what a... That's annoying when that happens, and there's no actual sequel. Well, yeah, that was dumb. Okay, good game apart from that though. So, here's another thing for us. Bing! Clayfighter. So the 64 installment, which is the third Clayfighter game, it was called Clayfighter 63 and a third, because that's funny. Oh, there's a voiceover. I kind of missed it, but there's like a song. I don't know if you can hear it, it's a bit quiet in my headphones. It's a bit like, yeah, Skull Monkeys or, what was it, Boombots? Probably a more apropos. But yeah, definitely not full claymation here. We've got some very cheapo, low poly rendering of that environment and sprites put over it. But yeah, there's a lot of pre-rendered sprite stuff in this game that they made clay models and then took photos of them and stuff. Yeah, so Clayfighter, I don't know, the humor of it and the character designs always seemed a bit weird to me. Like, let's start with the completely racist stereotype Kung Pao, who exclaims "No MSG" when you use him. Okay. All right, we're getting some love for this. Get ready to crumble because they made a clay. So again, I do have to use some of the C buttons, but not as many. I think it's only a 4-button game. Ouch! So yeah, this is what I was thinking of. I have the sidestep, and as you move around the level, it curves even though we're on a 2D plane. I think that's really interesting. Not enough games really make use of that kind of thing. But yeah, the backgrounds are full 3D here, as opposed to Rakugakids having the like pre-rendered backgrounds. Yes, I do suck. I'm glad you noticed. I'm not good at this game. Okay. Yeah. Ouch. You see, when the characters get hit, they shoot out little particles that I guess are character appropriate. With me, it's like vegetables and knives, because I guess he's a chef or something. I don't know. And I block with a rock. So yeah, I do have multiple C buttons, but some of them do the same thing. Yeah, it is. Yes, I do. Yeah, okay. Dazzleoids is a weird interactive storybook. Now that was 2D art on that screen. Oh, weird. Oh, by the way, the Sculptor's Cut is like an enhanced re-release of 63 1/3. It will, like, the game was released unfinished. It was rushed out to market, but they wanted to complete work on it and release a proper version that they intended it to be. But they didn't make a full commercial release of this Sculptor's Cut. It was only released through like for rental in Blockbuster stores in America. That's the only way you could get it. Luckily we have the ROM dump, so we can play it now. It's got like fixes to the system and extra characters and things like that. More content. Another thing about this game is that, yeah, it has cameos from other Interplay characters. I think we've probably mentioned this on Skull Monkeys, but Earthworm Jim, who was also created by Doug TenNapel, as was the Neverhood games. Yeah, he appears in this game as a cameo. He's never been a Clay style character before, but he is in this game. And it fits pretty well. And yeah, Earthworm Jim, go figure. Because this rabbit beat me so badly last time, I thought I'd give him a try. And yeah, he's okay. I'm bad with all the characters, obviously, but I like the concept of the cyborg rabbit, who's like a total jock military guy. Given says he loves this game, he used to play it with his boyfriend all the time. Oh wow, okay. So, some lore here. Kung Pao is a former employee of Sumo Santa, who is Frosty's rival. Frosty is kind of the flagship, no, what do you call it? Poster, he shows up on the box art and stuff. He was on the title screen. Big Santa guy, big snowman guy. Frosty the snowman guy rivals with Sumo Santa. So here's the other guest character apart from Earthworm Jim, Boogerman from another Interplay title. They were trying to kickstart a Boogerman revival recently, and Doug TenNapel was on board and was going to put Earthworm Jim in as a guest character for that, but it failed. Didn't go through. Good thing too. I think the character is really stupid. Like, it's very much based on the kind of gross out humor that was popular in the 90s, and just one of the things that doesn't really hold up from those years. I don't know, it's dumb. He farts, he shoots snot at you and stuff. It's hilarious, I'm sure. Probably tests well with kid audiences, maybe, I don't know. We'll see, won't we? Yeah, I'm pretty bad. Again, I don't know how to do special moves or anything, but I will show off all the different characters, I suppose. Yeah, Tony says, but boogers are funny! I think he's using some irony there. Nice toilet. Hoppy was the Terminator pastiche from Clayfighter 2. Yeah, so there's a couple of characters from earlier games that aren't in this one, but a lot of them have carried over. I don't know, there's a big chart on Wikipedia of the different games in the series and which characters and which ones. I could input a code here to play as Earthworm Jim or Boogerman, but we've just seen them both, so I won't bother. But there is a code to play a Sumo Santa, and since Gibbon mentioned it, let's pull him out. So we're going to go ding, 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 ding. Damn, that didn't work. Oh, I must be highlighting the question mark box. Okay, so don't love cheat codes. Something from those times. Okay, let's try this. Press. Damn, it's not working. What's wrong? Maybe I gotta do this. Nope. Cheat codes, man. C right A, C right down, up, up. Okay, code's not working, never mind. Wow, okay, chat. So, yeah, Tony says, Dazzleoids, back from that conversation, it's not really a game, it's more of an interactive storybook, but it's surreal and he loves it. It's from the creator of Parappa the Rapper. Sounds interesting. I think part of the remit of the Retro Game Club should be to play games, but I don't know. I guess it's really up to you. Is there a Lego Street Fighter? No, probably just a fan-made thing. Danger Mouse says the music is amazing. That's good from the intro of this game. Yeah. Yes, Ren and Stimpy type humor. Yeah, that's the one. Boogerman type stuff. All right, who do we want to see next? Why don't we pick Frosty? Sumo Santa is voiced by Jim Cummings. Man, that guy gets around. One of those voice actors. So, who's this guy? He was featured prominently in the intro, so I assume he's important. Yeah, Frosty is kind of the main character. He's apparently a good guy, I guess. Even though I think his full name is Evil Frosty or something. I forget. Whoa, this is bad. This is real hard. I like the background though, with the malformed clay creatures in the tanks. That's nice. Nice touch. Okay, yeah. This is not going well, but we can see the kind of art style, which is nice. This is the third game, like I said. There were two previous ones on the Super Nintendo. I'm not that familiar with the series, but I have to assume that it's not the SNES is not quite as good at representing the real claymation style as this one is, where they could much more, with more fidelity, take real clay models and take photos of them and convert them into the game better. And I had a lot more pixels to drive it. I also like the 3D backgrounds and stuff meshing with the 2D sprites there. You can see some on the left, and then also the characters, which are also sprites but are 3D shaded and stuff. It's kind of a weird mismatch of art styles that is, you know, I don't know if I'd say it works, but I am very charmed by it, and I think it's something you only get in this era or slightly later on less powerful things like on handheld games of the era after this one. It's interesting. Yes, he wants to take over Z-World. Whereas the 2D art for the winning character here on these screens, I think is pretty terrible. It looks really ugly. Don't know why they didn't use the same clay models there that they had been. Alright, why don't we give Lady Liberty a try? Yeah, okay, his name is Bad Mr. Frosty. Just says Frosty, yeah, but yeah. So yeah, some of them make use of the fact that they're clay to be stretchy and stuff, like taffy or blob. Let's see what Lady looks like. Yeah, we're gonna liberate her. There's a character like this in the Tick, actually.
Let's get ready to crumble!
Yeah, gotta love that pun.
Fight!
Oh man, Kung Pao. Like, I don't know. much like the booger humor, this kind of character might not fly today. Oh wow, that was interesting. I shot out my spikes in a straight line, but they didn't follow the curvature and they just went off. It's an interesting wrinkle. Gameplay. Yeah, Tony says this game was universally panned. Not totally surprised, but I do appreciate the art style, if nothing else. And the ambition in having the clay rendered characters. Although obviously Skull Monkeys did a lot better. And the Neverhood, but I guess it wasn't as feasible with a game like this. I'd let them do other interesting things like the curving stages and the moving camera and stuff. Obviously it's all pre-rendered in Skull Monkeys. And Boombots integrated the claymation style just into the cutscenes, whereas all the actual gameplay was just 3D modeled. So, you know, it's different approaches. I'm noticing flickering where sometimes during certain animations our sprites will display as the other character. Obviously not intended. Again, another emulation issue I expect. The only good review, says Tony, came from Nintendo Power and they thought it was eh. Okay. So the evil scientist guy is called Dr. Kiln. He was mentioned in Clayfighter 2 manual as the one causing chaos behind the scenes, but he doesn't show up until this game. Or 63 and a third, to be precise. This is an updated re-release of that game. I think Clayfighter 2 even had an updated re-release too, but I don't know much about it. Man, brutal. What does that mean? Little girly combo. What's he doing? Okay, cool. So Dr. Kiln wants to use clay mutagen from the meteor, says Given, to transform the world, and the rest of the cast end up getting in the way. So is the rest of the cast like the result of his experimentation, or were they pre-existing? Seems like the clay meteor is causing the problems here. Let's go with Taffy. Look at that stretchy stuff I was talking about. He also is stealthily the father of the main character of Claymates, which is another game on the SNES that had a sort of clay-ish art style. Although, like I said, the SNES sort of pixel art that it uses is not as fully realized claymation as this game or others. Hungan from this game is the witch doctor that turned Clayton into a ball of clay. So Clayton's from Claymates, is he? Yeah. So yeah, there's some crossover between the Clayfighter universe and the Claymates universe. I think they're both Interplay games. Taffy's got a nice, good cartoony voice. He looks a bit like Gumby, but more stretchy. I keep getting caught out by that attack. But yeah, that's one that goes in a straight line as well, so if I moved past the curvature and it ended up just going off the screen, so that's cool. Yeah, I wish I could show off Sumo Santa because he's really weird and disturbing, but the code just didn't work, so we won't be able to play as him. Oh, a white guy, huh? Hurt. Pain. Whoa. I like the growing extra limbs. Good. Yeah, we're done. Who next? I don't know what my options are. Oh, difficulty. I could turn that down, but I'm not really interested in going through the whole story of this. I'm just going to show off the characters and that's it. button confetti, huh? Right. Simple enough. I figured all these out just by button mashing. How about this dog with the absurdly large mouth? This also disturbs me.
Let's get ready to crumble.
I agree, Tony. He says that this game tries too hard to be funny. Yeah, that's a good description of the kind of humor. And like he says, everything's kind of really loud. I hope that's not a complaint about the audio levels. More like the way it's presenting itself is it's all very over the top and nice explosion effect. Yeah, just sort of loud and obnoxious and yeah, shouty. Like I said, thinks it's more funny than it is. Example, the announcer, the commentator. Man, that mouth, it's really disturbing how big and toothy it is. The designs of these characters aren't quite as likable as Rakugakids or Slap Happy Rhythm Busters. Yeah, Tony says the game just never shuts up. Like, there's just voice clips all the time, just constantly playing. Kind of like whenever you fight a boss in Mega Man X7. If you're familiar with that game, you get bosses whose voice lines activate so often that they overlap each other, and you just get them repeating one or two catchphrases constantly. Can't understand what's going on, says Tony, but nothing to do with me. I actually managed to win a round, how about that? Weird. Okay, Lockjaw Pooch is Dr. Kiln's dog. I love Gibbon with the lore dumps, thank you very much. I'm not interested in seeing the same character again though, so I'm gonna quit and pick a different one. I was assuming I would just lose every time. So here's another racist caricature for you. This guy is a witch doctor, kind of a voodoo pastiche. So yeah, High Five, who is a hidden character. I have a code for High Five here as well, but I haven't. I don't have confidence that it will work if I try it. Voodoo. So I've got a rubber chicken and magic and a little top hat. Very voodoo. Very barren sanity. Yeah, High Five is his clay mutated severed hand. Oh, that's why he had a hand stump, I get it. Lady Liberty is the Statue of Liberty, the actual Statue of Liberty, brought to life as an experiment, who is pissed at him. Yeah, the Wikipedia article also... No, it was the Clayfighter wiki article on characters. It had a list of half of the characters in the game are like good guys and half of them are bad guys, so I don't know which is which. But yeah, I guess some are on Kiln's side and some are fighting against him. Hungan, who I'm playing as now, was Kiln's assistant but wants power for himself. Earlier posts? Oh no, I see it. Yeah, sorry. I missed it. Yes, I do have your earlier post. I'm more reading chat and just button mashing than really looking at gameplay now, but that's fine. So the meteor, so Gibbon's telling the plot of these games now. The meteor crashed into the circus of the first game, resulting in most of the cast coming from that. And then Dr. Kiln is responsible for the new characters of Clayfighter 2 and the evil clones that each character fights as their boss in that game. And then in this game, he's perfected his formula, but Hungan interrupts his plans. He's relatively benign in Claymates, but has kind of gone mad over the course of the series. So, is Claymates... Oh, that's nice. The environment transitions. That's a cool feature. It's a little clumsy looking in this game, but yeah, it's something that some of these fighting games like Dead or Alive or Soul Calibur do. If you knock someone off the end of a stage, then you'll do some damage to them, get a little transition, you'll end up in a different area. It's cool. Yeah, so is Claymates a prequel to Clayfighter? Is it like all a progression like that? That's what I'm getting from your description here. Just kill me already, dude. Cool. Oh, I think there's a fatality system in this game. Because I lost all my health, but then he was sort of standing there for a second. Who your master? He probably suck. No comment. Racism. So yeah, circus theme. You can see that in Bonker or maybe Taffy, that kind of thing. Yeah, Tony says the Asian stereotype disturbs him. I agree. Yeah, so yeah, that was the post. Chat. Okay. Who else? Who are these guys? Who is the Zappa boys? Gibbon. We're gonna fight Earthworm Jim in the Aquadome. Yeah. Oh, it's just like Roxy and what's her face from Slap Happy. They're just riding on each other's shoulders. That's cute. I like it. I like it a lot. So this, so yeah, okay, more from Gibbon. This is the first game to make story connections to Claymates, but the characters from it cameoed in Clayfighter 1. So yeah, the characters from Claymates cameoed in Clayfighter 1 as the fight round announcers. They come in with signs telling you what round it is. Yeah, these are weird. This is a weird character. Oof. Yikes. The Zappa Yao Yao boys are cannibalistic natives of the islands. Fantastic. So we've got more racist caricatures. They're more kind of just like cartoon goblins though. I don't know. Zappa Yao Yao. Yeah. Stuff. Kill me.
Sorry, you lose.
That was funny. Eat dirt, because he's a worm. Alright, who have we not seen? We haven't seen Blob or Bonker or Icky Pod Clay, so quickly do those. Oh, my human being. I think that's a reference to something. I'm not sure. Elephant Man, maybe?
I will destroy you. Fight, you suck.
We've got another character who's transforming their body parts here. It's interesting. Oh, the eyeball attack. Nice. Yeah. It's a lot of catchphrases and talking. Jackrabbit. He's a bit like Jazz Jackrabbit, isn't he? Nice. Yeah, I like Blob, he's pretty cool. Got a lot of silly transformations. Okay, the plot of Claymates being that Clayton's father is working on a clay transformation formula. An evil witch doctor wanted it, turned Clayton into a ball of clay in an effort to get his father to cooperate. Clayton then takes it upon himself to travel the world to save his father. Yeah, Tony comparing the Asian character in this game to the City Walk guy from South Park. Yeah, take that. Alright, finish it. For some reason, hamburgers are falling out of blob. Okay, almost done. This game didn't impress me as much as the other two. I think it's pretty dated. So here's the hand character that Gibbon was talking about. Dr. Kiln's severed hand, called High Five. Oh, and even a hand with no mouth has a bunch of lousy catchphrases. Five-finger discount. Man. Yeah, the characters just never shut up, do they? I like the Haunted Mansion thing. This ghost sprite in the foreground there. Yeah, High Five is a lot bloodier than Thing from Addams Family. You can see the arteries and the bone and there's blood sprays and stuff. Cool. Yep. Clowns. Yeah, I hope you choke on my jokes. I don't know if the clown's a good guy or a bad guy. Yes, I do lose. Gibbon says that's what Master Hand looks like under the glove. Alright, last character. And then we're done. It's Ichabod Crane. Reference to the Headless Horseman. The proverbial. Oh, that's kind of neat. The kind of wispy ghost look. I like that. Got a bit of a Jack Skellington vibe. Chop suey indeed, my man. Do I like Ichabod and Mr. Toad? I don't even know what that is. Is that a Wind in the Willows thing? Wow. Yeah, dude, just kill me. I don't ever want to see this stereotype again. In fact, I'm just gonna quit. This is the end. Yeah, that was Clayfighter. Sculptor's cut. And that rounds out our exploration of... I'm trying to remember what console generation this is, because they're all from the same one, PS1 and the 64. But yeah, fighting games with unique art styles. Oh, okay, we're getting some character bios here. Bonko was once a happy, smiling clown. Etc., etc. So yeah, okay, Ichabod and Mr. Toad is the film where both Sleepy Hollow and Wind in the Willows adaptations come from. Wait, oh, it's a packaged film from Disney. So I guess there's two shorts, and one is an adaptation of Sleepy Hollow, and one is an adaptation of Wind in the Willows. Okay, I've never seen it, so I don't know what to tell you. With the Wind in the Willows adaptation that I'm familiar with uses puppets, and I don't know, it's pretty cool, I guess. I'm more familiar with the book, to be honest. I don't really know anything about Sleepy Hollow. Alright, Gibbon has some more plot info. At the end of Claymates, you have to go get the serum from aliens on Mars, which is presumably where the meteor in Clayfighter comes from, or something. They recycle a lot of stuff from Claymates later in the Clayfighter series. Yeah, I like that there's cohesion there between the different... this is a demo made thing, by the way. Yeah, cohesion, different games crossing over with each other, it's interesting. Yeah, all the same studios, same creators and stuff, obviously. Yeah, that's it. Tony saying, Americans are uncultured and we only know the Disney one. Alright, so that's the stream. Thank you for coming, you guys. And yeah, it was pretty fun. Got to see some different kind of fighting games, and you guys got to see me suck at them. Because I'm no good at fighting games, but I do like the characters. That's the weakness. It's the downside. It's like you like the characters, but you aren't actually good at the game. But I still had fun with them, and I hope you did too. So until next time, I'll let you know what I'm playing then. See you then. Bye.